Welcome back to another video. Again, still here in Chuk, here in Micronesia. I think a good video for today is going to be something that doesn't happen very often at our MEPS, but it has happened a few times since I have been stationed at the current command that I'm at, and that is applicants showing up intoxicated. So not to the point of not knowing what's going on, but to the point of having to stop process. And because of this, I'm going to make a video just explaining some things to keep in mind while you as an applicant are staying at the hotels or before you come to MEPS. So typically for an applicant, the night before coming in to process at MEPS, you're going to stay at the hotel. The hotel is provided by the service that is contracted with MEPS for applicants to stay at. So either that is the recruiter picking you up and dropping you off at the hotel at a specific time, you finding your way there, or some type of transportation to check into the hotel at a specific time that the recruiter tells you to. So once that happens, all of the services, all the applicants are going to process the next day are typically staying there at the hotel. There will be onesies, twosies that will show up at MEPS in the morning for certain reasons, but majority of the applicants will be at the hotel the night before that are going to process the next day. So because of this, you have different ages, you'll have different services, different people from all over the place. Some are shipping, some are going to process, some are coming in just to contract, some are just coming to drop off paperwork. There's an array of things that certain applicants are coming for. So not everybody is there for the exact same reason. So when you check into this hotel, pretty much you are on your own as far as responsibilities. There is someone that's always there that is contracted from the service and MEPS. That's supposed to be there so if anything happens, and obviously the hotel staff is there, but your recruiter's not going to be there and no one from actual MEPS is going to be there. So it's on you and the responsibility on you to make sure that you wake up the time you're supposed to, get some sleep, make sure that you get food. Obviously, normally the hotel will provide some type of meals for you, but that is on you to make sure that you eat good before you go into MEPS, that you get good sleep, and that you wake up and that you're downstairs reporting the time that you're supposed to so that you can get on that transportation to make your way to MEPS. So along that time of being dropped off, applicants tend to find alcohol, whether that is outside of the hotel, inside the hotel, and they decide to drink alcohol. Honestly, I would just say don't drink any alcohol at all before you go into MEPS. Even if you have a tolerance, just don't do it. Because what if you oversleep and you miss your transportation? Now you just missed your whole processing day. That day is supposed to be for you, for the service to see if you can qualify. If you do show up to MEPS to process, and during your brief, we normally do a breathalyzer test. We'll have you blow into a straw with any type of numbers besides 0. Then we have you sit, and then there is a length of time that we will administer the breathalyzer again, and at that point, that is when your process will stop. And there's a couple things on the medical side that we have to notate, because technically your process did start as far as medical. So you're left open, and then the doctor will handle all of that. The techs will handle what they're supposed to. You'll get sent down to your service, and your service will be the ones to deal with you. So as I said, just don't come to MEPS intoxicated. Just leave that day before. That's time for you to relax, time for you to get a good sleep. Obviously, you're going to be nervous for whatever reason being. A lot of applicants are, but that isn't a time to be drinking and to be staying up late and making the most out of that night. Same thing if that is the night that you're shipping out. Don't show up drunk or intoxicated. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to showing up to MEPS intoxicated. It's very simple on our side. Pretty much as far as medical, we leave your record open and your service deals with you. Some services will have a timeline of when you can come back into MEPS to process, but it just doesn't look good overall that you did not take it serious when you are processing. When you're coming through MEPS, technically it is a job interview, so you should be presenting yourself, dressed accordingly, acting accordingly, and showing that you're responsible to join the service, whichever service branch that is. But coming intoxicated is not the start, is not the way that you want to make that impression. So when it comes to drugs, that's going to show up in the urine, which that is collected, and then typically the MEPS will find out within about 7 days If there is one out of all of the applicants that pops positive for any type of drugs, sometimes that will postpone the entire batch because they have to continuously run that specimen and verify and confirm that it was a positive and what exactly the drug that it found inside of that specimen was. So when it comes to actual drugs, we do not find that out the day of processing, but when we collect the urine, it will eventually show days down the line if drugs are found in the urine. Hope that was some informational topic for you guys. Again, just don't show up to MEPS drunk. Don't even drink at the hotels. It's literally one night, one day. It's not worth it. Even if you're underage or if you're of age, just don't do it. So that's my 2 cents. Hope this helped you guys out. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.